They were live.
All right.
So, first of all, congratulations. You sold out the venue. It's been awesome down here. I walked all the booths.
Have you?
Yeah, and I said, thank you everybody for being here. And it's what a great event. So, congratulations.
Well, thank you and the entire IAEM USA board for your support and for making sure all of our vendors are connected with. But there's been a great feedback from all the exhibitors on the floor, the attendance and participation.
So this has been like one of the biggest ones in a long time, from what I understand, as far as attending and also remember.
Yes, it has been. A couple years ago in Grand Rapids, coming out of COVID, we weren't sure how things were going to play out, but that was a decent sized event. And last year in Savannah, our attendance numbers were strong,
right?
And about 140 exhibitors and roughly 2,400 attendees. And this year we're close to the same level of attendance, but the exhibit grew about 15%. I mean, It was 155 companies.
That's awesome.
For the Broadmoor, the beautiful Broadmoor, and you have to be there.
So let's talk about that. So 2024. Okay, so we're in Long Beach now. It's beautiful out here. This is my home area. I love it. But we're going to be going to Colorado Springs. We're going to be the Broad. So what I thought was interesting about the Broadmoor, right, as I was walking around there when we had our retreat over there, was all of the art. And I found out just by reading some of the stuff that all the art's original art. It's like a museum.
Oh, it is. It's amazing. I want to make sure I get this right. So the Broadmoor, it's a member of the Historic Hotels of America. And of the National Trust for Historic Preservation. It's a member. So don't lose sight of that fact. And that's one of the assets of, going there, is just seeing the wonderful artwork, the architecture, right? The beautiful, the lake.
Yeah, the lake.
And the snow-capped mountains in the background. In addition to the Bartolin Convention Center, which is new. And I know they're starting to fill it with exhibits, but I think it's a great opportunity for our members to see Colorado Springs, home of the Air Force Academy too, by the way, and to kind of have a conference in a very unique setting that I know everyone will love.
So I got to walk the property a little bit. They have a couple of neat restaurants there. The Bee.
Yes, the Golden Bee.
The Golden Bee.
Famous pub.
Yeah.
At the entrance of the Broadmoor with they have a live piano player.
Yeah.
Does a great job on Piano Man.
Yeah. that was great. The golf course was closed when we were there, but there's this really nice golf course.
Yeah.
I guess there's if you're bringing the family, right? There's maybe you can take some time off too. There's a zip line.
Yes.
There's horseback riding. There's all sorts of activities you can do. You don't even need to leave the resort.
No, golf, and there's a spa.
Yeah.
And
tennis,
and absolutely, maybe even skeet shooting and a few other things for whatever people would like to do. So they can let us know. We can help them plan those ahead of time, and also put them in contact with representatives of the Broadmoor and Colorado Springs when they get there.
That's great. That's great. And so right now, though, hey, so if you're here at the IAEM conference, and if you're one of the vendors, or if you want to be a vendor, you are selling spots right now.
Yes.
Today.
Yes, absolutely. We started that at 9:00 this morning. You might have had a little trouble getting into the hall. It's like the Beltway in DC. We were kind of crisscrossing, and we've sold about 70% of the floor space for Colorado Springs, which is absolutely outstanding. So it speaks to the quality of the attendance here and the value that exhibitors are getting from participating in the conference.
So, excuse me. Let's talk about that for a second here, right? People go, okay, why do we have exhibitors? Why is this an important part of the IAEM conference experience? And what does this do for the organization?
I came by a little earlier and I saw you interviewing a longtime member, Ella Stanley of IAEM, who has seen it all, right? He's kind of the godfather, one of the godfathers in our industry. And the value of the exhibits, I mean, latest in technology, one-stop shop, bringing people in from all parts of the U.S. to see the products and services. And then the value to the exhibitor is I can deliver to you 2,500 prospects,
Right.
on one setting. And I think the investment, we try to make the investment, as worthwhile as possible by making sure there's a good flow of traffic in the hall. And we've received a great deal of positive feedback.
Absolutely. You did a great job. Excuse me. Lunch is delicious. Everybody's out here having a good time. You know what's wild about this one? The fact that we brought the Shake Shack is in.
Yes.
Have you been in it?
Yes, I just went. Trevin just shook me down over there.
Yeah.
And it's a 7.0 magnitude earthquake.
Yeah.
And they're out of Trevin's company's out of San Diego, and that's a great opportunity to bring resources that are close.
Right. And well, this is the crazy part about it. So and I've known him for a few years. His company, his father started Quakehold.
Yeah.
And he said that they used to drive around with a box and sell it from hardware stores. And I've been using Quakehold for many years. Yeah. I mean, I live in earthquake country.
That's right. And so a lot of people haven't seen that before. And so, again, part of the value of just coming and being on the show floor and getting to meet people and talk to people and see these assets.
But and the history behind that, these aren't fly-by-night companies. These are companies that are well researched and put on there. Behind me, I can't really see it, but there's the iPods booth. With huge government support. Universities are here. You have all sorts of technology firms that are here. If you need it, it's here.
If you one-stop shop, I think you can come here, and I enjoy when members call me before they come here and say, Clay, can you find this vendor, or can I find that vendor? And can you introduce me to them when I come to the show? And that's a win-win on all sides, and it's great for business.
So, how many years have you been doing this?
I've been doing these shows for over 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm younger than I look.
You don't look that old. I'd say you're like at least 25, right?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. But yeah, I've been with IAEM since 1987 when I was in graduate school, and started working part-time, and then I became full-time, and my company, ASMI, has been managing NCCEM, National Coordinating Council on Emergency Management, and now IAEM, roughly 22 or 23 years ago, we changed our name and welcome members from the U.S. and around the world.
Let's talk about that for a second, because I think that's amazing. That it was like 23
separate countries that are in attendance. It's our strongest number that we've experienced, and absolutely.
A lot of Canadians are here. I've been talking to them. The Canadian president is here. The Canadian past president is here.
Yes.
I saw somebody from Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Susan Agata is here from Africa. She is one of our newest, what we call licensee.
Mm-hmm.
So we work with her to grow IAEM and resiliency in Nigeria and throughout Africa. And our Canadian friends, Sam Roberts is the new president that just came in, and Scott Roberts is the past president, and so glad they could come and join us. And we have at least 2 CEMs tonight from the international sector. One is from the Philippines, and another gentleman is from South Korea. And they've traveled here to receive their CEM.
That's amazing. And I saw somebody from the Middle East, right? I forget.
Yes. And so Khalid Al-Mansouri, His Excellency, is here from Dubai.
Dubai, yeah.
And he has been working in the Middle East for 13 years now to grow IAEM. And so there are some training and education opportunities that we're working on right now, and plan for a busy 2024.
So we truly have the international and IAEM is truly international.
We're working to make that as valuable as possible, and through the help of leaders and volunteers around the world, we're able to move that needle a little bit.
So with 2024 coming up, going to be in Colorado. 2025
is Louisville, Kentucky.
Right.
And 2026,
back here.
We're back here in Long Beach. In 2027, we're back in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
So everyone that's been able to enjoy beautiful Long Beach will be glad to know, we're coming back here, and it's such a great footprint of hotels and exhibit center and facilities across the street for restaurants and the waterfront. For our size event, it's a great fit.
this is a great spit, and it's close to my home, so
Yes, and that's great too. Yes, and thank you for all your running back and forth and helping us.
It's funny, but no, I really appreciate everything you do. Everything you do for the organization.
Our pleasure.
Right? I mean, not just this. Clay does way more than just what we're sitting here today. I do appreciate everything you do for the organization and keeping IAEM strong.
Thank you.
So
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me, and good health to you. Happy holidays, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, and hey everybody, if you're here on the floor, stop by. If you see him walking by, he's always running. Say hi to him; he loves it. And also, don't forget, 2024. We're signing up for Colorado today. All right, bye bye.